Hi, I'm Gordon Choi of ChinaMobileSEO.com. Today, I'm going to continue with the third part of the free traffic series. When trying to get free traffic for your website, the number one main free traffic source has to be organic search traffic. But what will you have to do to get organic search traffic for your website? It's search engine optimization that you will have to work on for your website. And what will you have to pay attention with when doing search engine optimization for your website? With SEO, you need to plan strategically. The first thing is the scope or the market. It means from which geographical region or regions you are focusing when getting organic search traffic. The second thing is which search engine is the main one that most people are using in your geographical region. Mostly it is Google. Google in most countries has more than 90% of people using it. In most countries where you are getting organic search traffic from, you will focus your SEO tactics on Google. You should always start your SEO using some important and useful tools. One such tool is Google's official Webmaster Tool, Google Search Console. In a short explanation, Google Search Console tells you what you may have done wrong with your website. For example, website errors such as pages or URLs that return in 404 HTTP status code or some other errors. In Google's Search Console, it shows you how often Google's web spider come to crawl your website's pages, and it shows how many pages the web spider crawls every day. Google Search Console also shows how many of your website's URLs are in Google's indexed. Google Search Console also tells you which keywords people have searched on Google before ending up on your website. This is important. For example, if your website is about digital marketing, ideally when people are searching for digital marketing related keywords, your web pages should show up high in Google's organic search results. If your website isn't showing high up, then it is highly unlikely your website is getting enough traffic from people searching on Google. And this is a case you will have to do SEO properly for your website in order to improve your website's ranking on Google. To explain in the simplest way, SEO has two parts, on-site SEO and off-site SEO. You must take care of both parts when improving your website's SEO. With on-site SEO, I have talked about it in my other video. If you have created your website on WordPress CMS, that is great, because you will be able to make use of the strategies that I mentioned in my SEO video. With off-site SEO, you will need to get backlinks for your website. Let's talk about how SEO works with different markets. If your focus market is the United States, what about Bing? Shouldn't you do something about it? Now, Bing is the number 2 mostly used search engine in the United States. Also, Yahoo used to be a very popular search engine back in some 20 years ago, and Yahoo's organic search results are powered by Bing. This means the search results you see on Yahoo actually come from Bing's search results. Bing has a Webmaster Tool, so sign up and use it. What about other search engines? Let's look at these exceptions. In a few countries where Google is not the number 1 search engine, for example, Baidu in China, Yandex in Russia, and Naver in Korea. In these countries, Google has significantly much less users than the #1 local search engines. In these markets, your focus has to be the #1 local search engines. Each search engine has its own webmaster tool, so sign up and use them. For Baidu SEO or SEO in China, I have written this Baidu SEO guide where you can get for free. All those examples are for business that focuses on a single specific market or country. What about global companies going for multiple markets? Some larger companies may have business and customers all over the world, and it makes sense for them to focus a lot more on Google. SEO works like this. When your website is doing well on Google, very likely it is also doing well on Bing. The exceptions may be in countries where Google doesn't dominate, but the local search engines dominate. So the focus is to first do SEO well in the markets where Google dominates. The second or third steps that follow will be to go for the #1 local search engines in the specific markets, such as China, Russia, or Korea. Another thing to watch out for is the language of the market. First, going for the markets where Google dominates. This will let you quickly pick up some low-hanging fruits, because your website will only need to be in English. When you get into specific markets, you will have to start building a Chinese website, a Russian language website, and a Korean website. It gets complicated, and it takes a lot more work to create and manage websites with multiple languages. It is not simply translating your English website into all the other languages. It will involve marketing in those specific markets. The concerns are not only about markets, languages, and marketing. If you have watched my other video about SEO, I have mentioned website loading speed. When your website loads fast, it will benefit your website's SEO. One main factor to speed is web hosting. When the web server or the hardware that is hosting your website has higher performance, your website pages will load faster. But you cannot rely on buying better and better hardware a few times a year, because it may become too expensive. Another factor is having your server hosted closer to the people who are users of your website. This means, for example, if your market is China, you should host your website on a web server that is located in China. When people from China visit your website, your web pages will load and open faster for them. When you host your website in the local market, it also indicates to search engines such as Google that your website loads faster in the specific local market. And this is one of the main methods to speed up your website that will benefit your website's SEO. Okay, that's all for today. If you have any questions, post a comment under my video. If you like my videos, please subscribe to my channel. Next time.